Hello. Hello, everyone. Hello. Is the music still way quieter than me? Okay. Okay, I'll get the music up. I am quiet. I told you that I'm quiet. I tell you that I'm quiet all the time. I am fully boosted. The gain is full. I kept telling you that I'm quiet, and you didn't believe me. Ridiculous. The audacity. The audacity. What was I saying? I already forgot. Huh? Yeah. You're distracting me. You're distracting. Yes, hello. Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a great Friday? Friday. Where are you looking, camera? Where are you looking, you weirdo? Stop it. Stop looking in the places you're not supposed to look. Don't look at my no, stop it. Yes. Stop. Don't look at my pillows. Finally not Assassin's Creed, isn't it crazy? Yeah, I've been waiting for this game for a very long time. I've been waiting for it to come out, and it's here. For some reason I thought that it's supposed to come out this Sunday, and I was sad because I can't stream this Sunday. But it's here. Isn't it great? Yep, let's just I've got some coffee, I've got some water, because I know that I'll have to read a lot, and the game is here. Since it's quiet, okay, I'll do it like this. Now it's too loud for me, but okay, whatever. Let's play. Do you want us to teach you? Okay, let's show the tutorial. Do you want to hear awesome voice effects? The voice is yay.
Sweet.
One player. Short, regular, long, regular. Fantasy vibes! Okay, I do love this structure. Not because there's a frog on it. Ah, Spooky Con. For some, it was just a nerdy convention, but for us, it was 4 days to celebrate our many passions and obsessions fiercely, unapologetically. And we weren't alone. Regardless of what you loved, you would always find people who'd make you feel seen and understood. Anywhere else, we might have been seen as weirdos and misfits. But here, we could finally feel like no matter who we were, we belonged. Oh, we can get this as DLC later, yes. But I'll choose yeah, she is.
Conquering the con.
Fifi. But as dreamy as SpookyCon was, it also came with its own set of pressures, some of which we already knew so well. At the end of those 4 days, the after party loomed over our heads, posing that one evergreen question: would we get a date for that night? As uncertainty plagued our hearts, we couldn't help but think of the 6 hottest nerds at the con. Zoe, age unknown, an eldritch cutie who went from endless deity and harbinger of destruction to author of the renowned fanfic Liam Prom. I remember that I helped her write it. And which part was it? The first, the second? I don't remember. Liam de Leoncourt, 400-something years, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid the fact that he was truly a lovable dork. Doug Campbell, 24, a kind-hearted slime that was incredibly broke from supporting all the fandoms he loved. Omen, 25? An even evil overlord who was recently freed from imprisonment in exchange for giving up her passion for stabbing people. That's a very tough choice to make. Nico Sharp, 22, an over-the-top mimic who preferred cosplay over shapeshifting even if they weren't the best at getting into character. And April 1st, 24, a clown idol who was contractually obligated to bottle up all of her non-camera ready emotions inside cute mascots. It had to be one of them. But who? We had 4 days to gather some courage and shoot our shot. What was the worst that could happen? Being rejected and alone for the rest of our lives? Ha! We'd had our fair share of love and rejection. This surely wasn't our first rodeo. And as we had grown to know ourselves better, we realized we felt more confident. Now you'll have to choose 3 things you like. Each like is tied to one of several romance options. That's a new thing, that's new. Your likes will soft lock you into some romance options you'll encounter more often. You can correct this soft lock by meeting other romanceable characters, romance options in the food court, which you'll see later. After the likes phase, you'd be asked to choose a top 3 within a category. You'll choose your first, second, and third favorite option in descending order. This will shape your starting stats. Ooh, okay. Feel-good fanfics, idol choreographies, love that. Correcting other people. Searching for loot in RPG. Garfield x Naruto. Wholesome memes. Playing 5D chess. Stabbing. Fighting in the shipping wars. Okay, let's say then no, this is supposed to be the first or the second, which okay, searching for loot, stabbing. Choose your top 3 magical girl tropes. Or, what? I have no idea what are these top 3 magical girls. Are these the stats? Or not? Oh, I like this face. What am I choosing? I'm so confused. Help. This. And this. I have no idea what any of those are. We weren't new to all this, so this time we challenged ourselves with a goal other than finding love. With the support of Zoe and Liam, we had decided to take on a project we had been putting off for too long.
Time to win at art.
Making our own comic. Right! I forgot about that. We had so many ideas, and yet we always found excuses not to work on them. But the con was the perfect setting to find inspiration and go for it. Choose your genre. Romance. The fear of failure had stopped us for too long, but then we reminded ourselves of the one thing that always kept us going. That we were young and unafraid. And we were ready to start.
Let's show him how it's done.
Wait a second, champ. Yeah, no need to rush into this. We're ready to give you some tips on how to do cons the right way. Think of it like some sort of tutorial. God knows you could use some of those. As everyone knows, the main activity of a con is finding love. Yeah, I know it isn't really, but this is Zori we're talking about. Look at her, she's probably aiming to get a date at the big con after party. Ah, yes, the silence speaks volumes. Well, if you want to get a date, you'd better get to know the other person and what they look for in a potential partner. Exactly. Do they share dreams and fears? Are your visions of the world in sync? Are your souls truly compatible? Too complicated. Let's say someone's personality can be defined through 5 traits: smarts, boldness, creativity, charm, and fun. Let's call them stats. It sounds cooler and more video gamey. A tad reductive, but let's work with that. Then you have to ask yourself, is your fun high enough for someone who loves to party? Is your boldness low enough for someone who likes peace and quiet? Sometimes people are even more ambiguous, like they may like someone who's just balanced. The point is, everyone has their standards, stat standards. And if by some chance you want to go to the party by yourself, which is a totally valid option if that's your jam, don't think you'll be exempt from managing your stats. You can still fail at it. There's more stuff to keep in mind, but let's cover that later, okay? There was a panel I wanted to check out. Sounds good, and I have to rehearse the next tutorial. Have fun, Zori! Woo! Okay, so those were the stats that I chose as the characters. Expo. Okay. Fun, boldness, charm, creativity. We don't have any charm, so we should go to the merch hall. Not having any charm is not great. You check out the stands and buy a few comic books. They give you a free tote bag. After that, you buy a couple prints from an artist. You get another tote bag. Then you buy a cool tote bag, and they give it to you inside a free tote bag. You gain +2 charms from all of these fashionable and free tote bags you have now. If only you had something to carry them all. Cons are a great place to buy all the merch you could ever want, but they're also filled with all of the merch you could never want, like crappy fanzines. Hi, can I please interest any of you in buying a fanzine?
Nope.
No thanks. Aw, let's buy one. She said please. It'd be wrong for a ranger to ignore such a polite damsel in need. Yes, that's it. I need your help. I need to sell 20 of these fanzines before the end of the day or I'll die. What? No way. What a predicament you find yourself in. Are you cursed? No, I've seen this before. The mob must have kidnapped this woman's child, and they're threatening to kill the child if she doesn't sell 20 fanzines. We have to help her. What? No, she's obviously lying. She never even mentioned the mob. Come on, Liam. We have to help her sell those zines. Think of the children.
Liam!
Liam, you're always telling me to redeem myself and shit. Here we have a chance to fight the mob, and you want to walk away? I must either fight evil or be evil. Your choice. Okay, fine. I guess it'll be easier to sell 20 fanzines than to make you shut up. Yay! 3 hours later. Damn, some of those scenes isn't as easy as I thought it would be. Indeed, I've been reading them and they're all unfathomably bad. Perhaps the seller deserves to die at the hands of a cursed mob. No, a good ranger never gives up. That kidnapped child is counting on us. You're with me, right, Zori? Let's go all in and think of a way to sell those zines. Post a recipe on a popular cooking blog on how to cook a delicious souffle with only eggs, butter, milk, flour, and 20 fanzines. Wear a fanzine as a hat and act so incredibly confident that everyone will want to buy one as a fashion statement. What is with my reading today? It's literally the most important thing for the stream. I want to wear it as a hat. You put a zine on your head and wear it proudly around the con. People stare at you, but nobody asks to buy one. You start to deflate a bit. Are you? Uncool? Don't give up, Zori. Heroes always persevere in the face of hardship. Do not let them back you down, my friend. Wear your cringe with pride. No, take it off. I knew this was a dumb idea. In the end, it's Liam's inspiring lack of belief that makes you go all in. You're Zori, the dumb idea girl. Who would you be if a bad idea embarrassed you now? You double down and put 2 more zines on your head. Whoa, look at that girl over there with the zines on her head. What a look! When she had just 1 zine on her head, I thought it was a dumb mistake, but 3? That's a bold statement. Do you want some zines for yourself? Zori's fashion genius is catching on fast. Totally, I'll take 3 zines, please. Soon enough, you've started a new fashion trend, sold all the zines, and managed to maybe save a kidnapped kid. And if that wasn't enough of a victory, when you get back to the hotel that night, you even catch Liam trying the zines on for size. It's not what it looks like. You gain +2 charm and lose -2 creativity, you funky little trendsetter.
Let's set this con on fire.
Wait a second, it's time for a new episode of Tutorials with Liam and Zoe. Yes, we realized we have explained the importance of managing stats, but we didn't cover how to manage them properly. Exactly, stats can be managed in a number of ways, but let's cover the most important one. That'd be experiencing the sort of absurd and exciting adventures that usually take place once you visit a location. Let's call these experiences events for short. Normally, during an event, you face a conflict you must solve by choosing between potential solutions, options, if you will. What you choose will define you as a person. If you choose a smart option, you will gain smarts. Yeah, if you choose to punch a bear, that'd be quite bold of you, so you gain boldness. But the stats are also lost when choosing an option. Every path not taken is a stat lost. Which is to say, if you choose the smart option instead of punching the bear, then you'd gain smarts, but lose boldness. Just try not to punch a bear, okay? Liam, let Zori punch a bear if that's who she is as a person. I would never punch a bear. I can punch a man, but not a bear. Anyway, there are a few more ways of managing stats, like, Liam, let's write those down in a manual or something. I really wanted to go check out those limited figurines I told you about. True, we can keep giving you tips later, yes? In the meantime, don't get yourselves killed. Yourself. I am a one person. Charm, yes, we lost some creativity, so I say creativity. You head to the front desk of the hotel to ask for an extra towel. They give you one. You're drunk with power, so you decide to test how many extra towels you can ask for, because before they tell you to stop. You manage to get 14 extra towels. Huh, what can you do with these many towels? You only needed one. You decide to build a towel fort in your hotel room. You gain +2 creativity from such a magnificent architectural endeavor. Later, you finally made it to the front of the line to enter the con, which means there's bound to be conflict, because that's how your life always seems to go. Stop right there, sir. We can't let you enter with a brandished weapon.
Such is the way of the
First of all, Jade Ronin does not answer to sir, only to sensei. Second, this katana is made of con-compliant plastic. I know, I wasn't talking to you. I don't know how to read that. With the bear might like being punched. The pain might like being punched. The fur, it's not gonna hurt them, but like a massage. Yeah, I would like to hug a bear. I want to like hug a cow, you know, like a fluffy cow, the Highland cows. I want to have like a huge cow, or a bear, but the bear is probably not gonna want to get hugged. I'm talking to your armed vampire friend here.
What?
Me? But I don't have a weapon. Yes, you do, in your hand. We cannot let you bring a book into the con. It's too dangerous. What? Liam, you're always telling me to divest myself of my knives, and yet you bring a weapon yourself, you hypocrite. Books aren't weapons, Omen. Besides, you always somehow manage to have a knife on you anyway. You're wrong. Books are dangerous here. This is convention for nerd stuff, like comics or those Japanese comics that you read backwards for some reason. And everyone knows, books are the natural enemy of comics. We can't allow a book in here. A bookworm/comic nerd battle could cost countless civilian lives.
Don't be ridiculous.
This is stupid. I am 100% sure they're even selling books inside. There are weapons dealers at the con? That's so hardcore. Those aren't real books. They're picture books or rule books for complicated games. It's not the same. Between Liam's stubbornness and the security guard's stupidity, this argument could last forever. Convince the guards to let Liam's book into the con. Take the attention off Liam by yelling that you have a bomb, and the book comic rivalry by introducing a shared enemy, the Shreddersaurus. This one. Ah, yes, a classic diversion, if you can pull it off without being deported. I've got a bomb in my bag, and I'm not afraid to use it.
What the fuck?
What the fuck, sorry. Shit, what do we do, partner? We shouldn't let someone bring a bomb into the con. True, but if we focus on this alleged terrorist, we'll lose focus on the book nerd. Ugh. Oh no, it's so hard to keep two rowdy suspects under control. Should we just shoot them both? That's tempting, but the chief did tell us to try and think of alternatives to shooting people to make the situation easier to handle. Seriously? But shooting people removes potential suspects and saves a lot of time. Doesn't the chief understand math at all? Math? You're starting to sound like a nerd, partner. That damn book is making you a dork by proxy. Quick, shoot the bookworm. No, don't. No, partner, it's too late. My head hurts. I'm having too many ideas. I think I'm a nerd now. Don't give up on me. Come on, let's get you some cocaine and strippers. You'll be back to your old self in no time. good idea. The chief won't like us abandoning our post, but in the end of the day, someone's gotta guard the security guards. They leave, and you can finally enter with Liam's book. And I guess a bomb if you really had one. Take +2 boldness and -2 creativity. I just got my creativity. Give me back the creativity.
Let's go.
They're taking my creativity away. We have no smarts. We have no smarts. Let's get at least one smart. You sit down to watch a panel on how to break the ice and make friends at cons. The panelist admits they have no idea. They hoped hosting a panel would force them into being more social. What an honest fella. During the Q&A, a group asks the panelists if they want to join them for some dinner and drinks. It did work. You gain +2 smarts for learning this cool trick to break ice. Next year, you may host a panel yourself. You, Omen, and Liam meet Nico at the main stage because they apparently have cookies for you all. Yum! Hey, so how mad would you all be if I told you I don't have cookies and I actually asked you to come here because I signed up to compete in a game show? Quite mad considering I aborted an excellent nap to be here on short notice. This is a hypothetical question, right? Welcome to Suddenly Game Show, Tag Team Trivia. I'm your host and still single for those who are wondering, the interdimensional prince. Damn it, Nico, you're lucky I can't stab you on live TV. Nico, for your safety, I think you should be on my team. Yeah, let's do this. Your category is a future in jeopardy. What will be the capital of the Republic of Florida 100 years from now? Trick question. Florida isn't a republic, but it might be in 100 years. I think the answer is Constantinople. Correct. Constantinople will be due for a comeback in a century. What? Nailed it. But now our second team has a chance to steal your points. I'd rather steal Nico's liver if it's all the same to you, Prince. I guess that's fine. No, wait. My lawyers are shouting into my earpiece that we can't do that. Bummer. However, since you had to go second, I'll give you an advantage by letting you choose your category. What will it be? Historical quote or very bad sexting line? The big prize bonus question, will you marry me? Historical quote or very bad sexting line? Spicy choice. Here's your quote. I'm gonna slam my Trojan horse through the gates of your besieged kingdom and leave your citizens screaming all night long. Are you talking about Nico? Because I think they're a mimic. Yes, I'm gonna slam my Trojan horse through the gates of your besieged kingdom and leave your citizens screaming all night long. Wow, those lines sound truly epic. Surely they were spoken by a brave warrior. A brave... Damn it! I think I just realized that I am covering some of the text. I just realized that I'm covering some of the... Why did no one tell me that I'm covering the text? You could have told me. Gonna make myself small and put myself here. Now I'm covering some of the characters. Well, it's one or another. Just imagine. Okay, wait. Like this. I am the prince now. Okay. Yes, thank you, Ray, for telling me that I'm covering the text. Thank you so much. Am I gonna fit in this corner? No, I'm not gonna fit in this corner. Okay, I'm not gonna fit anywhere. Yeah, the tongue is coming from the chest because they are a mimic. A brave, strong, sexy warrior. Oh no, those words are turning me on. Maybe it is sexting. But there's no mention of genitalia, though I suppose the Trojan could be a double entendre. Curse this modern era and its confusing names for contraception. There's only 15 seconds left on the clock. Shut up, or there will be 15 seconds left of your life. Oof, slamming through the gates certainly makes me horny, but if I am aroused, it cannot possibly be a bad sexting line. That's more of a matter of opinion than a trivia question. Then it's a trick question. This is, in fact, a good sexting line. You are correct. In fact, that line was my own line. Wink. Oh, good one. Good enough for a date, you tall, terrifying seductress?
No do.
How to put this delicately? I would rather kill everyone in this room and then myself. Ouch! You won the game and you got to see the prince get owned on live TV? It's not even your birthday. You gain +2 smarts and lose -2 charm.
Let's set this con on fire.
Middle. You think in the middle I'm not gonna cover the faces. Okay. We're going really good with boldness, so maybe more boldness. Let's start this thing and then I'll see where I can put the camera. You decide to walk around the lobby, which is the most intimidating activity at the con for anyone who's not a social butterfly. Some random people ask you to take a pic of them, you're forced to push people around to actually move, you even say "bless you" to someone who sneezed. Look at you socializing! Here, have +2 boldness. You, Nico, Omen, and Dog are patrolling the lobby when Nico gasps like their soul is being sucked out. Yo, is that Clara Sting? Nico points out someone... right, I wanted to put my camera somewhere else. Yeah, if I... The middle is not gonna work because I'm still gonna cover some characters. I think like this I'm not covering most of them. I'm almost not covering any characters. No, middle on the right. Middle on the right side. This? Is this the middle on the right side? Okay, if this works for you, then good. If I'm not covering anyone like that, then it's so good. Why am I sleepy? It's 5 p.m. It's time for bed. I'm too old for this. Nico points out someone cosplaying Hazmat, one of the hosts of the hit TV show Rumor Busters. Are you talking to me? Yes, you're Clara Sting. I'm sure of it. Am I supposed to know who Clara Sting is? She's the coolest voice actress and cosplay model in the freaking world. You've missed out on a lot of great things inside that Iron Maiden, huh?
Oh,
Your point?
dull.
The only amusing modern thing I have discovered so far are bazookas anyway. I'll have to wait for 5 minutes to get my food ready. Yes, get your tasty food. I can't believe I'm meeting Clara Sting. Hi, Clara. Everyone look over here and say hi to Clara. Shh. Yeah, okay, I'm Clara Sting, but can't you see I'm trying to go incognito right now? I'd like to spend a few hours just enjoying the con without getting accosted by fans. I totally get that. Anyway, would you be willing to take a video? Are you going to sleep? You're going to take a little nap? Okay. Anyway, would you be willing to take a video with me and say hi to my mom? See, this is what I'm talking about. Ah, I get it. You wanna steal? You wanna go steal? Stealth mode. TH is a little bit stealth mode.
Such is the way.
I'll
of the
help
blade.
you. Oh my god, I need to stop yawning. I'll be a whisper in the wind. I can disappear into the shadows and attack before they even see me coming. Yes, that's me in Assassin's Creed. That's me as now, eh? What? Attack who? I pulled off many stealthy assassinations during my villain days, so this will be a breeze. I mean, I don't really want to kill anybody, but I'll do anything for you, Miss Sting. Nobody's killing anybody, just don't blow my fucking cover. If nothing else, some stealth could help offset your loudmouthed friends. But how will you protect Clara from her other annoying fans? Sorry, they're cold. Oh my god, why am I yawning? Stop yawning. I'm drinking coffee right now. Caffeine should work. I had a big lunch at the restaurant. Announce over the intercom that Clara Sting is attending the con, but that she'd like everyone to please respect her privacy. People understand. Divert attention by releasing a very aggressive moose on the con grounds. That's insane. So insane that it has to work. Are you sure? A moose seems lackluster. Is it not simply a horse with horns?
Oh my
God, no. Have you seen a moose? They're gigantic. How big can they be? Later, you're all staring at the moose that you found in the woods, conveniently located within walking distance of the con.
Fascinating.
I stand corrected. This beast is almost comically enormous. Told ya. Will it be safe to let it loose in the con though? Well, it's safe to say that it will be a great diversion. That doesn't answer my question. Doesn't it though? Think about it. You enter the con, set the moose loose, then fuck off into the boba tea stand. You get to spend an hour with Clara Sting and nobody bothers her because they're too busy running from the angry moose wreaking havoc in the con. You gain +2 boldness and +1 celebrity friend, but lose -2 charm. Time to get some fresh air.
Nobody sits like I sit.
Welcome to the food court. You'll be visiting this place twice per turn. Ah, yes, this tutorial will be delivered by me, the narrator. Tutorials explained by characters are fun and immersive, but as the narrator, I have the power to go straight to the point. For example, I can just tell you that by pressing tab, you can access useful info. Where I am, thank you, narrator. Or that you can consult the dialogue history by either pressing H or mouse wheel up. Oh! Thank you. Cool, huh? Anyhow, back to the food court. Food court turns are about getting to know the one person you want to take to the con after party, even if that means getting to know yourself. There are 5 tables you can choose from. 3 of the tables are populated by the 6 romance options, in pairs. One of the tables lets you call one of the several guests who are essentially alternative date options. Finally, there's a table for you to sit alone. These tables are tied to their own mechanics. As usual, RGM is obscuring said mechanics a bit so you can focus on the narrative side of the experience. By playing, you can slowly but steadily learn how everything works. But if that's not your style, we've added helpful explanations of everything in the manual. Feel free to check it out. But keep in mind that each table only allows for 1 player. Now, go choose a seat. I was thinking about Zoe, but now we have a lot of boldness, so maybe we can go for... Oh, I keep forgetting everyone's name because she's a new character, but for the lady from the Iron Maiden. Omen. So, you want to go on a date, huh? As we've said, these mechanics are covered in the manual, but there's one little thing we wanted to cover here. You'll see some peppers on the different dates. They are a sort of spicy meter. This is like a declaring your preference of spiciness when you're pursuing a date. It doesn't affect the date itself, but the ending you'll get if you succeed. The art might be the same, but the narrative won't. 0 peppers will make the ending more platonic. 1 and 2 peppers will make the ending somewhere between romantic and suggestive. 3 peppers will make the ending definitively naughty. Just keep in mind that choosing a low amount of peppers won't affect the contents of secret endings, which might be naughty. Okay, you're now truly prepared to go on your first date. Going out to dinner doesn't seem spicy. It shouldn't be spicy, right? Going out to dinner... It should... Okay, I don't think that it should be spicy. So I'm gonna go all out on the first date. You and Omen go to a fancy restaurant. It takes a while for Omen to understand the difference between a waiter and a minion. Luckily, you're able to talk her out of whipping them when they bring you the wrong drink. At least you know she'll always have your back. What a thoughtful little sociopath.
Ready, set, draw!
It's time to work on the comic. As your creative mentors, we've prepared very original questions that will spur extraordinary ideas. We've written 2 per day. You're welcome. Once the exercise is done, you might see no comic. Just yet. But you have to trust the process, Ori. Your efforts will come to fruition by the end of the con. Totally. How you choose to answer the exercise will impact the script of the resulting comic. I recommend that you remember or even take note of every option you choose during this exercise to better savor its impact once we get to see the resulting comic. Okay, I'll try to screenshot it. There's more to the exercises, as these choices will shape you as a person. Which is to say, they'll affect your stats. You'll feel these changes each time you solve one of the exercises. And there's one last thing I love about creative work. When several people collaborate, it changes them as a group. That's right, my personal advice is that even if one person is answering an exercise, the whole group should discuss it. To be clear, you'll gain a lot of the stats tied to the chosen option, but you lose the stats tied to the options not chosen. These stat effects will equally affect all players. Shush that voice, it's breaking the immersion. Ugh. Anyway, enough procrastinating. Zoe is right, it's time to work on your craft. Hold this pencil and let the wind wander. Now it's time to take a break from your real-life shenanigans and brainstorm some fictional shenanigans for your comic. Go for it! What trend from early 2000s should come back already? Only needing to learn like 3 memes and 4 slang words to sound cool. People actually seeking revenge. Delicious tobacco. Why did this trend die out? Wearing pants. I would say people seeking revenge because that's a little bit funny. Okay. How do I keep losing charm? What's your strongest asset on a first date? You taste like a pumpkin spice latte. You have strong yet graceful knees. We know that that's not true. My knees are not good. Your eyes are soulless, almost as they were 2 sexy empty holes. You can transform into a tiger. Okay. This wins. That's... yes. How do I keep losing stats?
I'm on fire! Here, baby.
Stop right there. This is the Stat Police. We're here to test your stat knowledge. Just kidding, it's us, Zoe and Liam, renowned creators, verified hot people, and knowledgeable tutorial dispatch. I should put this in my bio or something. Verified hot person. It's funny. And knowledgeable tutorial dispensers. We thought we've been giving Zori all these exquisite tips on how to manage stats, but how easy is it to know which option ties to which stat? Yeah, some options will be easy to interpret, like how punching a bear feels like a very bold thing to do. But some will be quite a bit more nuanced, and it might be harder to tie them to a stat. Which is why we've written all the specifics to every stat in a manual for you to check, which will be available within the customized menu. So even if an option might not feel tied to a specific stat or even more than one, you just gotta take your time. Try to analyze what's the biggest clue within the option and which stat relates to that specific clue. Or, you know what, just ignore stats and choose whichever option feels more interesting to you. Live, fail, have fun. I must agree with Zoe here. Just try not to fail too much. Nah. Let's go play some DDR so I can see you fail too much. Let's go, but don't be surprised if you're disappointed. See you around, Zori. We need charm. We don't have any charm. And that's... What if it's bad? What if not having charm is bad? I still don't know which romanceable option we're going for. Okay, day 2 of how many? One. I have no idea what I'm doing. You find a cool shirt you like in a commercial stand. It costs $3.99 monster dollars. Then you buy a cool zine for $2.99 monster dollars. Then set a set of anime badges for $1.99 monster dollars. You then buy a pack of gum for $0.99 monster dollars. Damn it, you have 4 loose coins jiggling in your pocket. It's annoying as fuck. Luckily, you find a shady guy who whispers, "Give it to me and I'll give you +2 charm." You feel dirty for some reason, but you got stats, and your pockets aren't jiggling anymore. I like the mimic. Who is your I do like I like the weird lady who was stuck in an Iron Maiden. She's funny. And I always like Zoe. She's very funny, and with all of... She likes fan fiction and K-pop. Yes. Which is basically me. You're sitting in the lobby with Nico when Almond walks up with a notebook. Looking what? Which one of the questions in the beginning did they answer that I got just Nico and Almond? Nico, you are an expert on this whole being good thing, are you not?
Justice will
Yes, I
prevail.
did lots of research on being a hero to cosplay one accurately. I walked into tons of old ladies across the street, even a few who said they weren't going that way. Silly old biddies. Good, here is the situation. I am required by the Redemption Arc program to write a short essay on the good deeds I've done this week. The trouble is that I have done so many good deeds, I cannot fit them all onto a page. Will you help me pick the best ones? Totally. You've got the list there? Let me see. Used the elevator, did not stab the bus driver, ate a hot dog. I hate to break it to you, but these aren't good deeds. They're just normal behavior.
What?
What? Then what the fuck constitutes as good deeds? Good deeds are supposed to help people or improve society in general. Did you not see that I ate a hot dog? I saved society from my hunger-induced rage. You're fucking welcome. Everything, all of the lines are so screenshotable. Like, in the first games, I really related to the... oh my god, I forgot the character. Ray should know. You were at the party when we were playing the character that I was voicing. The one with the snakes. But now I just relate to her. Cause like, yeah, my hunger-induced rage. I had heard some of that today. I was very hungry. Yes, the Medusa one. I can't remember what her name is, but yes. Hunger-induced rage. Yes. It's also kind of implied that your good deeds shouldn't benefit you directly.
See you. Or
This
not.
is in I am unredeeming myself and returning to a life of evil. Goodbye. No, I'd miss you. If you get imprisoned for evilness again, we won't be able to hang out anymore. Well, that may be inevitable unless you can help me pull off an essay-worthy good deed before tonight's meeting. Then there's no time to lose. Help Aman think of a good deed to do instead. Write a letter to your local congressperson asking for meaningful change. It's like this is a socially conscious version of writing a letter to Santa. Donate blood. They usually don't ask whose blood it is. The characters in the game. We're playing right now, and some of the characters I knew and I can't remember their names. Yeah, that's... A bit later, you, Omen, and Nico roll up to the blood bank. Hello, says the nurse at the front desk. Are you three here to donate blood today? Yes, we have 2 bags of the stuff. I request that you only use it to save someone cool. What is this? It's blood! No need to thank us. Actually, I was hoping to receive some thanks and perhaps a lollipop. But you're supposed to donate your own blood. Exactly. I took this blood and therefore it is mine. It's nice and fresh too. This bag's even still warm. That isn't comforting. Where did you get this blood?
Nice job.
Sorry, you said they would not ask that. I said they usually don't. Can I get a supervisor over here? Abort! I'm on it! Omen knocks out the nurse with their flail. Blood gushes from her head wound.
I like this idea.
Well, no reason to let that could go to waste. You fill a bag with the nurse's blood and add it to your generous donation. That good citizen? What good citizens you are! You gain +2 boldness and lose -2 charm. I just got that charm. Why are you taking my charm away from me?
Here comes the MVP.
We are so bold. I don't know. Let's go for creativity. Why can't I speak to them? Okay, I need water. Some water. Okay. My voice is gonna... What did the message say? No, I deleted the message. Oopsie. Okay, whatever. You're in your hotel room, unpacking your bags. Crap! You forgot your cosplay underwear! You wanted your cosplay to be 100% faithful, but now you're forced to use your regular underwear. This is a technically imperceptible cosplay tragedy. Two weeks ago on the dance competition, we had to take someone's underwear, not off of them, but someone's spare underwear, and fashion it into a part of the costume. Because I lost a part of my costume. That's our dance team. We're so close that we even shared some underwear. Very important fact. I feel for you. Here, take +2 creativity to imagine you are wearing the underwear you left at home. After you've napped, showered, and finally gotten your stubborn cosplay piece to stay in place, it's time for you and your friends to return to the... It's so annoying to get something to stay in place. That same day, we had to glue some stuff to our body with the eyelash glue because it wasn't holding. Some of the stuff, like the stockings and some accessories, just weren't holding, and we are like gluing everything to the body. The eyelash glue was very stinky. Yes, you're returned to the con. Shit, where did I leave the room key? Nico, have you seen it?
A riddle for you.
Perhaps, but it's my wizardry duty to pose a challenge to thee. If you want the key, answer my riddles 3. Next time you should make your costume out of duct tape. Maybe the judges will rate it well. Listen, some people in my category were wearing so little of the costume that the duct tape would cover more. Or am I thinking about like the transparent tape? What? Yes. Riddles. What? No, if you know where the key is, just tell me. Here's your first riddle, and trust I am no fooler. What is the difference between a jailer and a jeweler? I know, one is a jailer and one is a jeweler. You know, at times I am so intelligent, not intelligent. I astound even myself.
Please stop.
I really don't have time for this. Just tell me where the key is so we can leave. They just said that they cannot tell you the key's location until you answer the riddles. Are you obstinate on purpose, Liam, or just stupid? You forfeit riddle 1. Here's the second of the 3. What needle has an eye but cannot see? Crap, I accidentally gave away the answer. That one doesn't count. Okay, Nico, I've got a riddle for you. How far did the mimic have to push the vampire until the mimic lost all of their blood? Dang, that's a good one. Can I buy a vowel? As funny as it is to rile Liam up, you don't want him to add Nico to his liquid diet. You need to get Nico to tell him where the key is. Challenge Nico to a riddle-off. If they can't answer your riddles either, they have to relinquish the keys to the superior riddler. Call Nico's bluff. They have no idea what the answers to their own riddles are, so answer whatever. Which one would be more creative? Which one would be more creative? A riddle off or the answer? I want the riddle off, honestly. Nico, you've challenged the rest, but you prove to me that your riddles are best.
A riddle off!
A riddle off, I accept. Soon as we'll see, it's you who's inept. Prove your worth and try not to come in last. What 2 things can you not eat for breakfast? Is it an egg? No, wait, it's gotta be 2 things. Is it 2 eggs? Wrong, it's lunch and dinner. Round 1 goes to me. I am the winner. My turn, and I'll make you eat your words. What number am I thinking of right now, and how? That's not even a riddle. You can just make any question a riddle by asking it in rhyme. Whatever, you guessed the number 1 on the assumption that Nico can't get too creative with their choice while they're also trying to think of rhymes. Correct, you won me with your knowledge. Did you graduate from Riddle College? I am self-taught, my bearded foe, and now for my final blow. The brain stores the thoughts. The ball store the P. But where does the wizard store the room key? That one doesn't even make sense. P is not stored in the vaults. Oh, I know the answer to this one. The key's under the toilet seat. Wait, you tricked me. Sorry, you're a worthier rival than I thought.
That was clever indeed.
That was clever indeed. It was an honor to witness your wizardly battle of wits. Okay, I'll admit that was pretty smart. Now go get the key, Nico, and wash it off. All's well that ends well in the riddling arts. You lost -2 boldness, but you gained +2 smarts.
I'm on fire, baby.
I liked all of the rhymes. That was very cool. Now I lost my boldness. We cannot go to the charm. Let's go get some fun. You have some time to spare, so you decide to enter a Splash Kaboom speedrun competition. As you sit down, you get ready to crush your rivals. You hear an announcement, the competition is over. You shouldn't have wasted all that time sitting down. Sign up for a show run competition next time. Slow run. Sign up for a slow run competition next time. Oh well, at least you had +2 fun sitting. Later, you sit down to play Wizards and Wyverns with Liam, Omen, April, and
Good
Nico.
day to you.
Good, everyone's here. Thank you all for agreeing to be a part of my campaign. Prepare to enter my fantasy realm of Lestradia, which could be the setting of my future novel if this all goes well. But no pressure. I'll set the scene. You're in a tavern, looking for information on a warlock that you've heard is trying to cast a curse on this realm. What do you do?
I got a spell just for
I
that.
think my cunning wizard, Wizard Cunningham, would cunningly scan the tavern for any shady characters. I rolled a 15 on my perception check. Wizard spots some shady hooded figures playing dominoes in the corner of the room. They look suspicious, almost if they know something about... Oh, Wizard loves dominoes, and so do I. I joined their game. Okay, are you going to talk to them too? As I was saying... Did you say dominoes? Sorry, I had to check my phone so I wasn't paying attention, but I love dominoes. As do I. I will destroy you all at this game within a game. Liam, what number must my math rock roll so that I melee the most intimidating domino? Hell if I know. Wizards and Wyverns doesn't have any rules on how to play dominoes in a campaign. Which means we can homebrew it ourselves. This is why I love TTRPGs. The only limit is your imagination. Your friends spend the next hour playing dominoes in a W&W campaign. Liam's allowing it, but you can tell he's about to turn his man bun out. Poor guy. Maybe you should do something to get everyone refocused on his campaign. Roll sleight of hand to start eating the dominoes without your friends noticing. Except that you can't unhook these idiots. Help Liam redesign his whole campaign to be experienced through high-stakes domino matches. It's a win-win. I want to eat the dominoes. Are you kidding? This sounds more creative. And I need critic, but I want to eat the dominoes. I will eat them. You are pure dexterity, pure stealth. Piece by piece, the whole domino set goes down your throat. Your friends are too engrossed in their match to notice until... Well, friends, I think the match is over. I play my double 6 domino. You don't have it. In fact, you all suddenly notice that you're missing almost all of your dominoes. What? Where'd they go? I was about to win! Don't fuck with me, Liam, or I'll be playing dominoes with your teeth next! I mean, gee, I wonder where the dominoes are. This smells sketchy. Liam, do I detect any dominoes stealing magic in our midst? No, but with an arcana roll of literally anything, you can sense evil magic rolling off these hooded figures you've been sitting with. Wait, evil magic, you say? Now I recall Liam saying something about an evil warlock. He must be the domino thief. Then we shall vanquish the bastard and reclaim what is rightfully ours. And we'll save the realm. Sure, if there's time. Your friends finally focus up and complete Liam's quest, eventually defeating the warlock. What an adventure!
That was cool.
Haha, that was fun, especially the adventuring part. Next time, Liam, you should consider skipping the dominoes and getting straight to the adventure. Noted. You saved Liam's campaign, and all it took is some high stealth some high stealth rolls and imaginary heartburn. You gain +2 fun, though you lose -2 creativity.
Here comes the MVP.
So I can't get charm. I can go to the main stage. Or to what? Where can I go? Or to the boldness. Let's get some boldness. You're roaming around the lobby when a tiny little dude pulls your shirt and whispers, "Hey, you need water. It's important to stay hydrated." He offers you a bottle. You get so nervous about this social interaction that you temporarily forget how to properly use a bottle. You water yourself like the awkward little flower you are. You thank the stranger who's left confused. You water yourself like an awkward little flower you are. That's so cute. That's so cute. The awkward little... Well, maybe it's not so bad. What if the water was laced? But then you didn't manage to drink it like a normal person. You gain +2 boldness for navigating a potentially dangerous situation. Later, you walk past the con jail, the room where rule breakers go think about what they've done. You spot some familiar faces among the inmates. I hate you, Omen. We wouldn't be here if you hadn't stolen that plushie and made a big scene. It was the seller who made the scene. I was simply matching his energy.
Objection!
You have nothing to fear. Your attorney is here. I'll get you out of this faster than you can say objection. We're fucked. Officers, how long do you intend to keep my clients behind bars? Well, they tried to steal, so I was thinking we'd keep them at least overnight. Overnight? Perhaps we could commute their sentences instead of staying overnight in con jail. They could spend 3 years in regular prison.
What the fuck?
Don't worry, everyone knows that legally 1 day of con jail equals 5 years of prison. You're getting the better end of the deal. That's absurd, untrue, and definitely not something anybody knows. Dibs on the top bunk when we get to prison. We are not going to prison. If that's a trick to try and get the top bunk first, be sure that I will shank you. Nico might actually be onto something. Surely you can procure a deal with the guards to bail Omen and Liam out of jail. But what? Commute the sentence by doing community service. But you're not ready to touch grass yet, so what about making it online community service? Tell the guards that Omen and Liam can offer a valuable insight into catching Spooky Con's biggest criminal, the cockdoodler. You know obviously what I'm choosing. That would be great, actually. The cockdoodler has been a thorn in my diaper all weekend. I told Ed in advance that today that he's gonna just hear me say cock at least 20 times on today's stream, and I wasn't wrong. You check all the places the cockdoodler has vandalized. It seems that no wall, no floor, or distracted person's shirt is safe from the rain of phallic terror. I bet that guy's the cockdoodler. He has an evil, lusty look in his eyes. You can't just keep pointing out random people and asserting that they're the cockdoodler. Why not? Statistically speaking, I have to be right eventually. Now we gotta follow the facts. We're dealing with someone with an artistic flair, a disdain for the status quo, and love of cocks.
I think I cracked this case.
Liam, I'm afraid that makes you our prime suspect, that's what I thought. My love of cock has always been held to a perfectly legal standard. Oh, look, it must be that girl. Just look at her shifty gaze. What did I just tell you? Actually, partner, I think she's right about this one. That girl's eyes are very shifty. What? Okay, whatever. We gotta wrap this case up anyways, or the chief's gonna be pissed. Let's bring her in. What? You'll be okay, ma'am. If you need a lawyer, call Nico Sharp, face attorney at law. The law is truly in shambles. Then it's a good thing we were there. That was some excellent sleuthing, Omen. Good job catching that perp. Oh no, you misunderstand. I am the cockdoodler. I merely seized an opportunity to frame someone else for the crime. God damn it, Omen. You know that as your redemption arc program sponsor, I have to scold you for breaking the law. But more than that, as a yaoi connoisseur, I have to teach you how to draw better cocks. Thus, your police investigation ends with an erotic art lesson. Only at a spooky con, hey? You gain +2 smarts and lose -2 charm. Oh my god, my charm is horrible. My charm is horrible. I need to be more charming. Welcome to my humble stand, stranger. Here you can get beautiful figurines with amazing properties. They have all sorts of effects, which you will discover as you unbox them. There are different mystery box categories, each one tied to a different type of effect. I'll give you some clues on the effect types once you start looking for the boxes. So you choose which box category you want, and before you open it, you'll decide if you want to keep it for yourself or give it to a friend. A balance between order and chaos, you can control which type of effect you want. But you won't know exactly which figurine of that category you'll get. And don't fret, if you aren't a fan of surprises at all, there's a category that guarantees no effect at all. So, ready for the unboxing? Welcome back, Dollface. You know the drill, choose blindly and choose wisely. Daniel does nothing. Ah yes, Doll Daniel does nothing. These figurines do literally nothing. The choice for those who don't want the unexpected to hit them in the head. A classic. Stats, but now they're people. It's based on the stat icons from the popular video game Human Prom. They are said to have slight effect on the people's stats. Zodiac Thirst Cosmic Office includes a first selection of 6 out of the 12 star signs you can date on the accidental acclaimed dating sim. These figurines are said to have not slight effects on people's stats. Wanna test your fortune? Oh, so you have, like, buff bugs? It immortalizes some of the most legendary wrestlers of an underground insect league that was popular years ago. But beware, these big muscles can pack in big effects on stats. Landmarks in Love is a series of handsome figurines that are said to take effect on specific places, for those who want locations to get spicier. My Weird Little Village brings to figurine form some of the most popular neighbors of this cozy yet creepy game. They're said to be cursed. They may profoundly impact your own self or the ones you're trying to romance. Your Eye Major Arcana No Mercy. It has some of the best characters from the hit anime of the same name. These figurines are all about sound and video for some reason. Slight effects, non-slight effects, a lot of effects. Let's get some non-slight effects on people's stats. Leo, office manager. Roar! You got Leo, office manager, a prideful individual like no other, so arrogant, almost like stating you could win with your eyes closed. All your stats go incognito. Time to show off your good memory. Wait, what? Pleasure doing business with you.
I'll be the greatest author ever.
You feel a surge of creative inspiration and rush to work on your comic. What genius will your pen create today? Brainstorm and find out. What's a red flag you can't let slide on a first date? They lack street smarts. They don't own even a single cow, reducing the chances of having tasty chalky milk whenever you want. Their appealing cooking skills are a lie, as they're being controlled by a rat under their hat. They happen to live in the sewers, which probably affects their personal hygiene. This is not a red flag though. If someone was controlled by a rat under their hat, that's like 2 partners in one. That's even better. That's like, you're not only getting a partner, you're getting a rat, and you get tasty food. That's like 3 bonuses in one relationship. Isn't that fantastic? But I'll choose the red one because it's fun. Why you haven't yet finished that big project you told everyone about? Like all of the things I do in my life. You want to fuck a lot of people first. An ancient curse. A creature living under your bed told you that you should wait. You don't want to be rude to the bad creature. Big Oil is pressuring you not to. They probably feel threatened by you, as they should. I'm sorry, I just feel like you want to fuck a lot of people first is very fun. Time to get back to the comp. I thought that I'll get multiple lunch dates, but I only got one. Okay, I want some charm, because my charm is bad. Near the merch hall, you find a mysterious fortune-telling machine. There's a sign that says, "Ask a wish and Zoltar will grant it." Originality is not your strong suit, so you ask to be big. The machine spits out a ticket that says, "Your wish is granted." You keep walking around waiting to get bigger, but you don't feel any different. Until you look at your butt. Yes, you now have a big, juicy +2 charm butt. Wishes do come true. You, Zoe, and Nico are trying to keep Omen on task as they check in with all the vendors. You come upon 2 vendors, viciously arguing. What's the problem over here? Can it be solved with the power of hope, justice, and/or friendship? There's no hope or justice left in this con, and it's too late for friends. This motherfucker thinks he can set up shop at my table. Because it's actually my table. You stole it from me before I showed up.
Yikes.
Let me see your passes. Yep, they double booked you both to use this table. Omen, this is the perfect chance to show your value as con representative. Do your thing. You're lucky I'm in a good mood. I will propose the perfect solution to stop your pathetic sniveling. The proposal is as follows. You 2 battle to the death. The victor keeps the table. The loser passes on to the next life in eternal shame. Sound fair? Oh, if the clothes seller dies, can I have these sweatpants? It's really hard to find pants that fit a square butt. I mean, if they're doing this, I'm hoping the Pogs guy goes down. I'd kill for some rare OD Pogs. You can't let the sellers battle to the death. you'll be damned if you're letting Omen get the credit for solving a problem around here. Think of a different way to broker peace between the two vendors and make your friends horny for your conflict resolution skills. Convince vendors that all property is an illusion. Does anyone really own this table? Perform forbidden surgery and sew the two vendors together into a flesh construct. You've sewn a couple cosplays yourself. How much more difficult this can be? Fine, but who will do the sewing? I can't. I have the handicap called I had sewing. That's me. Sewing? Sewing, I think. I don't remember.
Paging Dr. Nico.
I was born ready for this. Should I go for basic straight stitch, or do you want to get fancy with a cross stitch pattern on their skin? That really isn't necessary. Yeah, it's not that serious. I'll give the table to the other guy if I have to. Nonsense! This is the perfect solution. When we're done with you, there won't be any other guy anymore. I've never worked with fabric that screamed in pain before, though. It might be kinda distracting. We should sedate them first. This is horrible. On it. Owen knocks both of the vendors out with a steel chair, which I guess is a sedative when applied to that purpose. Nico stitches them together, creating a horrible chimera that weeps blood with every desperate breath.
That was clever.
Well,
indeed.
they're no longer screaming at each other, so I adopt this as an improvement. We did a good thing today. Hooray! Let's get some yakitori to celebrate. Okay, but are you gonna wash that blood off your gloves before you eat? No way, I'm leaving that on. It makes my cosplay look extra authentic. Good point. You all head to the food trucks and congratulate each other on a job well fucked up. You gain +2 creativity and lose -2 charm. No, my charm is already bad. Why do I keep losing charm?
Here comes the MVP.
Ugh, I don't remember my stats. I don't know, let's go for boldness at this point. I have no idea. Walking around the lobby, you see a flood of people coming in from the other areas. Crowd stampede. Try not to panic. You remember what your yoga teacher taught you. When you get caught in the middle of a crowd stampede, remember to go with the flow. You do, and the flow consists of the crowd trampling you. Still, you gain +2 boldness for braving the stampede. You're with April while she does a meet and greet in the lobby when Nico and Owen suddenly come running over. April, what are you doing?
Like and subscribe!
Spending the time with my most favoritist fans who paid $99.95 for the VIP April's biggest Fools experience. Why do you ask? Because from a distance we thought it was an angry mob. We rushed over here to kill
I've got
everyone.
a thing, so...
Well, it's not an angry mob. Thanks for checking though. Bye now. But what if it was? You should have bodyguards to keep you safe. And with my axe. And Ahmed's homicidal tendencies would be perfect for the job. No thanks. I think I can take care of myself. April, you've had dinner with the president. Someone as famous as you needs to be kept safe.
I don't think so.
Told you already, Nico. I've never had dinner with the president. Now please let me interact with my fans. Okay, who's next in line for a photo? Nice to meet you, sweetie. Say cheese. Cheese. Wait, April. What if his fan came here to murder you? I think there's a 20 to 60% chance of that. You're making those numbers up. Oh, sweet April. All numbers are made up. You know what's very real? People who want to murder people who have dinner with the presidents. Omen, grab your weapon. Nico and Omen won't be easily dissuaded. Show them that this fan is harmless before they shatter April's reputation or someone's skull. Do your best fly impersonation and buzz in the fence ear all day. I remember we did this in the demo. She'll either punch you eventually or otherwise prove that she wouldn't hurt a fly. Suggest that April fight the fan in one-on-one combat. If April wins, the fan clearly poses no threat to her. Since we did the fly one in the demo, I say we do this one. What? In 5 minutes, you, Nico, and Omen have arranged the crowd into a wide circle to watch April and her fan fight. I just want to reassure you all that I do not want to beat any of you up. This is all just for safety or something. Honk honk. Actually, April fans have been asking us when it's their turn to get beaten up. They're willing to pay for the experience. Perhaps we should be taking wagers. I thought this was just about proving that this fan isn't posing a danger to me. Life is ever evolving, April. This started as a safety measure, but now it's a PR stunt too.
Money, money, money.
Fine, as long as I get a 75% cut of any and all bets made in my name. I'm so sorry about this. Don't be... Could you call me a naughty little girl while you're beating the crap out of me? April throws a wicked punch that knocks the fan to the floor. Ah, close enough.
Oh, genius!
See? Now we know she didn't pose a threat to you. We just ensured your safety. By making me fight someone? The ways of bodyguarding are inscrutable, April. Who's next in the pit? I want to see some blood. April puts the end to this PR nightmare, though she does appreciate how much money the betting pool earned her. Take +2 boldness and -2 creativity. Oh my god, my creativity and the other thing are very bad. So let's try the creativity again. You're chilling in your hotel room and decide to browse the room service list. Wow, they have all sorts of kinds. 6-pack of beer, lots of shoelaces, even the very concept of creativity. Huh? That last one is expensive, but since money isn't a stat anymore, it'd be in that game, stat-wise. Shortly after, someone brings you +2 creativity and several shoelaces. Imagine all you can do with all this. Yes, the money was a stat in the previous game, in the third one. Afterwards, you and your friends are in the hotel room debating on the least sexual way to eat a banana. When an alarm on April's phone goes off.
I've got a thing, so...
Oops, sorry, I gotta cut this short. I need to do a quick stream to keep up follower engagement. Ah, yes, stimulating one's followers is an important part of being an overlord, lest they get ideas for a revolt. May we stay to watch your technique. Ah, sure, I suppose. Just sit over there and try not to be distracting.
Welcome to my stream!
Hello, my sillies! I missed you all, so I thought I'd do a short stream before I head back to SpookyCon. Let's check the chat. Thank you for subscribing. Cupcake Kitty Cat, welcome to April Fools. Honk honk honk. Hey, April, 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 hey! That's the chat. You call this controlling your underlings ridiculous. You should be using fire. So, who wants to watch me brush my hair? April, why you no respond? Question mark, sad crying face. Stop yawning, you make me yawn too. I'm sorry, it's 6 p.m. It's very close to my bedtime. And it's very rainy outside. It's so rainy. Yesterday was such nice weather and today it's rainy. That's so sad. How do you type on this tiny device? April DX. What can I do for you, Nick Cosplay? Oh, I miss you. Kitty face. I me see two person I've never met before. What are you talking about? What is Nick P and is this your friend? That is Nick P and this is your friend Omen. Remember? We killed that bellhop together last night? Yeah, we're besties. Watch, I'll post your exact location to prove it. Don't you fucking dare! Looks like we've got trolls in the chat. My mod Zori will take care of it. Right, Zori? You understand this as a thinly veiled plea to shut Omen and Nico up. But how? Take one for the team. Tell Nico and Omen you urgently need them to rethink your brand. Distract Omen and Nico with something flashy, like using a flare gun in an indoor space. I kinda want them to rethink my brand. That sounds creative, it sounds interesting. You brace yourself for shenanigans and ask Nico and Omen for help rethinking your brand. Your brand? What is that? It's like another word for image. Zori wants us to help her change how other people see her. Ah, that makes sense. She does present a terrible image of herself to the world. You should get a helicopter, Zori. Being a helicopter girl would be a super cool brand. What is a helicopter?
Now you're talking.
You'll love it, trust me. It's like a ceiling fan with extra weapons. I'm like 99% sure I can't afford a helicopter. Excuses, excuses. You must make more room in your budget for essential purchases. Whatever, you go back to check on April.
Cutie pie.
Hey, sorry, thank you for blocking those trolls for me. You're a big help. Look, this would be the perfect helicopter for Zori. It could definitely kill someone. Yeah, but it's green. I don't think green matches Zori's vibe.
Catch you later.
I'll just finish the stream in the bathroom where it's quieter. Oh, chat, get your minds out of the gutter. Haha. You're about to pat yourself on the back, but as soon as April leaves, you get bombarded with emails from different banks. What the hell? Ah, there is the woman of the hour. Nico and I took out 11 bank loans in your name. What? It's all good. You can afford. Now you can afford this helicopter we bought you. And the best part is, it's not even green. Well, at least your friends are happy with you, which is worth 60 years of crippling debt. Probably. You gain +2 charm and lose -2 fun.
Here comes the MVP.
Ugh, how much more? My voice. Okay. Probably not too much. Fun. I'm not smart enough for anything fun. You check out the games going on at the community zone and you find an area dedicated to retro video games. You start by playing some N64 games, then you go further back in time and play the original Super Mario, where Mario is a dick. You round out your playing session by playing checkers and the royal game of your Mesopotamian gamer skills grant you +2 fun. A while later, Zoe and Nico drag you to a local bar for a fandom meetup for the popular TV show Ronan the Barbarian. Omen joins you since Miracle of Miracles, this is a show she actually watches.
Rejoice, my rowdy barbarian!
Let us toast to Bronan's feats of strength and to his feats of love. Ah, but of course, Zoe, someone pour me another beer. Wahahaha. Wait, you are the Zoe? I've read your Bronan headcanons. The idea that he gets his unmatched stamina from channeling his sex drive. That changed my masturbation sessions forever. I gotta thank you. Art truly can change people's lives, huh? What a beautiful truth. Come on, my chalice is empty. I need a drink so we can toast to Bronan's legendary prowess as a lover. Why are you three spreading such lies about Bronan the Barbarian?
Stop this
Bronan
nonsense
has
now.
never been shown to engage in sexual intercourse in any of the films, TV episodes, or cereal boxes where he is featured. Well, sure, but this is a headcanon. It's something that I think is canon in my head. And Omen, my dear friend, if you could see all the things Bronan has done in my head. Except she doesn't have to. You can check Zoe's Bronan headcanon blog. Believe me, it will revolutionize how you jerk off. Stop it. I neither know nor care what the headcanon is. What I know is that these myths have always been passed down through bard songs and TV spectacle, both known for their rigorous accuracy.
Someone give me a knife.
If you insist on distorting the mighty legends of Bronan the Barbarian, I may have to slice your head off. The only head I care about is the head in headcanon, so be ready to face the wrath of my plastic axe. Let's be real, Nico doesn't stand a chance. Come up with a way for Omen to understand the appeal of headcanons before Nico doesn't have a head to cannon with. HCs are sweet escapism. Would you rather spend your hours coping with the horrors of modern life or imagining how your favorite character is really good at playing the trumpet? Adapt to your audience. Tell Omen you're all actually talking about the headcanons. She'll be way more into that. Yes, adapt to your audience. Head cannons with a double N? Like the weapon? Sure, you can head cannon that the barbarian can secretly turn his head into a cannon. A head cannon. That would be an impressive skill. His head could store a heavy cannonball to shoot at with. Imagine storing a cannonball inside your head. I have often wished heads could store a cannonball instead of whatever they store now. You can imagine it freely with the power of head cannons. Is that true? And even if it is, how does one head cannon? You can expand on your HC. Tell us, why does Bronan possess such an incredible skill? But I don't know. Wait, I think I get it now. Since these head cannons are but a figment of my imagination, I can weave them at will, right? Maybe Bronan underwent forbidden surgery, or what if it was a blessing by the god of cannons? Or, hear me out, what if Bronan turned his head into a cannon by channeling his sex drive? Imagine my superior head cannon with your inexplicable urge to add sex to any tale you hear. I must admit, that would be an amusing twist. If sex drive could turn my head into a cannon, I may be as horny as you usually are, my friend. A toast for head cannons, and another one for head cannons.
Pour me another one.
Someone fill my chalice. You spend the rest of the day discussing various headcanons, especially the one about Bronan storing a cannon inside his head. By the end of it, Omen seems more open to headcanons, even the ones that do not involve actual headcanons. Baby steps. You get +2 baldness for resorting to the idea of headcanons, but you lose -2 fun. Time to get some fresh air.
Someone get me food.
Welcome back to the food court. I wanted to cover the last 2 important facts about this place: conversations and guests. The first one is fairly simple. You sit with the same romance option twice in the same run, you'll bond over a conversation. If you sit alone twice, you'll have some you time to sit and reflect on life and stuff. It's like a conversation, but with yourself. Each playable character has one of these. And what about the guests? I wanted to tell you there's 3 things you gotta do if you want to get a date with one of them. First, you have to meet their date requirements by the end of the run. You'll have clues for what these requirements are when you first greet the guest and they tell you what their type is. Second, you gotta have a fun little date with them to get to know each other better. This is done by calling them a second time when you come back to the food court. Third, remember to choose none of them when you're asked which romance option you want to date at the end of the run. And that'll be all. Now, let's go sit somewhere. We're just going for almond at this point. So is that empty or do we get a random one? Talk about the spooky confront group. Hobbies, the redemption arc program. Well, her hobbies are stabbing, but eating hot dogs, that isn't a hobby. A pastime then? It truly is a way in which I adore passing my time. I do like eating hot dogs. You really like hot dogs. I do. And one thing I do not like, doctors. They keep telling me I should not eat so many hot dogs. Complete morons. Hot dogs. Hands down, the best thing to happen to me after imprisonment. But wait, aren't hot dogs a thing that had existed for more than 100 years? I'm pretty sure they were invented in Frankfurt in the late 15th century. Dang, why does my brain retain these things but not my old passwords? Do not beat yourself up, Zori. Your brain isn't your greatest asset, but this is something we'll all have accepted by now. You should accept it too. Okay, but then how do you explain not knowing about hot dogs? They have existed back then.
Shut up.
Excuse me for not knowing about this one food during the 25 years I had before getting imprisoned. This is the thing. The one thing we did not have back then was this internal net thing. So it was pretty plausible for people not to know about a certain thing if it didn't happen in your vicinity. For example, I did not know about the existence of karate either. That makes sense. It does, but then again, your brain isn't your best asset, as previously stated. It follows what it does process common sense. It follows that it doesn't process common sense very well. It's a bit of a tragedy. And you want to know another tragedy? That I've come to know about hot dogs when I have half the hands I used to have. I could use one of mine to help you stuff hot dogs into your mouth. Would you do that? Really? I would owe you a big one. Don't mention it. Sorry for being mean to you, Zori. You might have a weak brain, but you make up for it with a strong heart. Thanks. You run to the hot dog truck. Oh, she's blushing. You run to the hot dog food truck. When you proceed to feed hot dogs to Amon, it's nice to spend time with your friends, trying their hobbies. That's cute.
Ready, set,
Ooh,
drop.
it's almost time to find a date, but first, it's almost time to publish your comic. Now's your chance for one final brainstorming session to polish it. What's legal but should be illegal? Telling people Santa isn't real. People deserve magic in their lives. Getting a tattoo of someone else's mom. Just get a tattoo of a skull. It's cooler and you can always pretend it's the skull of someone else's mom. Stealing someone's identity. Nothing is as attractive as being yourself, except maybe being someone more attractive. I got to rethink this one. Misusing internet slang. If you're not in on the joke, don't even try it. Underrated activities for a third date. Punching cherry trees until they blossom just for you at your date. practice for the test you gotta pass to get your kissing license. It's a thing. Studying contraception, you look responsible while also hinting that you wanna fuck. Reading chapter 53 from Don Quixote's second volume, a truly thrilling page-turner. I like this one, but I do like the kissing license. Time to get back to the con. Ugh, more reading, more reading. Ugh, my
I'm on
voice.
fire, baby.
Okay, let's try to get some charm, because our charm probably sucks and it's bad. You're walking around the merch hall, sipping a cup of coffee. Suddenly, a deluxe box set edition of One Kick Boy makes you spit out your coffee. Your spit take lands on the box set because you have great aim, but very bad luck. The vendor gives you the box set at a discount because, after all, it's not in mint condition anymore. Your brand new box set and your excellent spitting skills give you +2 charm. Later, you invite Almond to wind down and watch a movie at the hotel. Finally, you two can spend some much-needed one-on-one time together. This is peak cinema and exceptionally relatable. What did you say it was called? Despicable Me. Fascinating. You see Omen reach into the popcorn bowl. Now's your chance to, not so accidentally, crush her fingers and create some romantic tension. Ah! Spider! Omen grabs you and tries to crush your fingers. Hot. Once your bones squeak, she realizes she's holding your hand. Stop staring at me with that dumb face! She socks you in the jaw. Hot, but also ow! My apologies, I have cuteness aggression. Aww, are you saying I'm cute? No! Yes? Ooh! Yeah! We're getting romance! Sorry, being surprised that she's getting romance in a romance game. I don't know, shut the fuck up! She punches you again. One more round of flirting and you're gonna end up eating your teeth. Still, it's clear that Omen at least kind of likes you. Sure, there's something you can do to help her relax and open up to you. Omen can't remove her Iron Maiden, but it sure looks uncomfortable. Offer to get inside and give her a much needed back rub. She's been imprisoned in an enclosed space for more than a century. Maybe she's into that now. Get buried with her for a night. I am terrified of the getting buried thing, so we'll go with the back rub, I think. Hey, Omen, do you want a back massage? I have not had a massage since I donned this accursed suit, so sure, why not? Sure, why not? The 3 most romantic words in the English language. You shimmy your way between Omen's back and her cape. You're immediately hit with the agonizing pain of dozens of spikes piercing your flesh. But you're also hit with the warm, sensuous curves of Omen's butt. So it pretty much cancels out.
This is nicer than I thought.
That feels nice. That's good to know because this does not feel nice for you at all. It's like you're being stabbed by 1,000 tiny gnomes with knives. Oh yes, I haven't loosened that muscle in over 100 years. You have a magic touch, sorry. She relaxes into you, practically melting in your lap. You feel lightheaded from bliss. And you black out. In hindsight, you were probably getting lightheaded from blood loss. When you wake up, you're in hospital bed. Omen is sitting next to you watching Despicable Me 4 on your phone. Ah, good, you are awake. I noticed that you fainted while you were giving me that spectacular back rub. At first I was upset that you stopped massaging me, but then I realized you were dying and brought you to the hospital. You're welcome for that. As repayment for saving your life, perhaps you could give me another back rub. It's a deal. You gain +2 charm for giving a great massage, but lose -2 boldness.
Let's set this con on fire.
Ah, that was so funny. That was cute. We're getting romance. I think the massage option is better. If she was alone at that Iron Maiden for so long, she might not like being close to someone for a whole night. Yeah, that makes sense. Which is why we chose the back rub. Back rub in the Iron Maiden is more romantic than getting buried with someone. Chiki's sleeping. Chiki's sleeping. You're having a great time at the con, so you decide to tell the world by tweeting, "Having a great time at the con." Good one. Unfortunately, that's enough bait for an online troll to reply, You're a dumb fuck. Whatever happened to online etiquette? You're not going to let him ruin your day, so you engage in a spirited but respectful debate with him. After a while, the troll writes, "Sorry, my mistake. You're a fucking dumb fuck." You're definitely embarking on a journey of revenge when this con is over. You gain +2 boldness for not backing down from an online fight. You're leaving your last activity when Omen steps directly into your path. Sorry. Hi? Hi. Is everything okay? Do not interrupt me. As of late, I find myself a bit into you and sex. Perhaps even both at the same time. Oh my god, this game is... Your boldness is over 9,000 at this point now. I hope so, because I have no idea what my stats are. I did screenshot them back then, but I don't want to cheat, so I didn't look at them. Yeah, I wasn't counting. This game has more romance than all of the previous ones. Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Do not let it go to your head. It is a rare day when a glorious overlord such as myself stoops to lay with a pathetic worm like you. Anyway, I am here to make you mine, but I am unsure of the current courtship rituals, and therefore do not know how to proceed. I thought it best to simply ask you directly, what is the typical courting procedure these days? Fiction has forever changed courtship. Now you need 5 seasons of will they, won't they, a love triangle, and at least only one bad situation. I would like to have at least only one bad situation. The rigors of courtship have been simplified into 4 bases: kissing, hand stuff, hole stuff, and trauma dumping. I want the one bad. I like her, she's super direct and just says what she thinks easy to do. Exactly. The very simple and direct person. The woman after my heart. I want the only one bad. Oh, truly? That sounds quite intricate. It is, but there's lots of inspiration out there. Let me show you. 2 hours of explaining all of your favorite romance tropes later. Okay. I can pull these rituals off. It is no more complex than my world domination plans. The only one bad thing could be tricky, as I do not yet own one. We could try only one Iron Maiden, but it does not seem as well liked in these fictions. As for the love triangle, who shall we introduce to make our relationship unnecessarily complicated? Let us both shout our proposals on 3. 1, 2, 3, April! I shouted louder so April wins. She will be so excited. Thank you for explaining courtship to me, Zori. I had assumed we would go straight to sex like in the good old days, but this has been enlightening. Oh well, I mean, we can adapt. Yeah, we could just go straight to sex if you want to. No, we are in too deep now. We must keep the will they not energy alive. Will you one day kiss these sultry steel-cold lips, or will I leave you at the altar multiple times? Only time can tell.
Farewell.
I must be off now. I need to buy a plane ticket to somewhere so that you can confess your true feelings to me at the airport. Farewell. Well, at least there's some possible almond sex in your future, as long as this is a friends to lovers story. Fingers crossed. You gain +2 creativity for following fictional formulas, but you lose -2 fun for going with a slow burn instead of jumping straight into the action.
Let's go.
How much stuff do we have left? I think we have 2 more and then possibly the ending. Fun, creativity, I think, right? Yeah, that's creativity. Smart creativity. Let's go for smart. We haven't gone for smart in a long time. Soft or hard magic system. World building choices when writing your magical girl story. You decide to attend a panel on the merits of soft versus hard magic systems in magical girl fiction. After getting the required dick jokes out of the way, you actually learn a lot of valuable info about world building mechanics. You gain +2 smarts from all that knowledge and from learning so many new dick jokes. Later, Liam and Zoe are scheduled to give an interview about Zoe's massively viral fanfic, Liam Prom.
Greetings, you pathetic worms.
I am your favorite interviewer ever, the undefeatable Omen. Welcome to my show. Are you going to introduce us? Oh, right. This is Zoe and Liam. You may applaud for them. Okay, that's enough. So, Zoe, this thing you're writing, what is it again? Some kind of anatomy textbook? Well, Liam's anatomy is prominently featured in my work, if you know what I mean. But no, Liam Prom is a story about Liam Academy, a school where everyone is Liam. Liam only have 3 weeks to find the perfect Liam to take to the prom. Hijinks ensue. And this Liam Academy is fictional? Yes.
Oh,
Thank fucking God.
Liam.
What's that supposed to mean? Sorry, I would have phrased it that way if I knew you were here. You forgot I was at my own fucking interview? What do you mean your interview? I was the one who beat up the original interviewer and therefore earned the right to use this panel slot as I saw fit. Wait, this interview wasn't scheduled by the con? Are you going to ask us a question or not? If I must, how many gallons of heavy cream can you consume in one sitting? A question about the fanfiction, Omen. The rest of Omen's questions aren't much better, so when the audience Q&A starts, you know it's up to you to save this. Liam, do you think agreeing to let Zoe write a fanfiction where all characters are you was an act of intense egotism or a total deconstruction of your ego? Liam, if all the Liams represent different aspects of yourself, which Liam represents your butt? I do like the butt question, but we already did the butt question in the demo stream, so we'll go with the smart question.
That was pretty smart.
Great question. You see, Liam Prom offers the only death I can experience, the ego death. Allow me to explain that as briefly as I can. 20 straight minutes of what we all know as Liam noises later.
Shut up.
I gotta stop you there. You see, I tend to tune out the moment you start with the Liam noises. So could you share your own thoughts on the matter? But please, try to make them interesting. Of course, I'd say the whole concept of Liam prom is the ultimate Liam ego trip. It even gives him a platform to make Liam noises in public for 20 minutes. Loud, upset Liam noises. Shh, buddy, it's okay. Who cares anyway? You deserve the Liam prom ego boost. I mean, you get overshadowed by our more charismatic friends in real life enough as it is. Yes, Wait, what?
Liam prom.
But not
Be your
anymore.
worst Liam.
I say, this is the year of Liam. Liam here, Liam there, Liam everywhere. Everyone will love Liam, even if even if he is a worm. A worm? Yeah, Worm Liam. I just whipped that character up that last night. What you say, audience? Do ya wanna meet Worm Liam? Okay, I admit he's got a certain charm. The worm, yes, worm. The worm is sleeping in the bedroom. Possibly. I don't know if someone can sleep to me yapping for hours. No idea. Okay, I admit he's got a certain charm.
Fascinating.
Fuck. Now every time I see real Liam, I'm just going to be disappointed that he isn't a worm. Everyone gives Worm Liam the standing ovation he deserves. You gain +2 smarts and lose -2 fun for asking such a deep question.
That's on fire, baby.
Okay, last one. Let's try the fun. At the community zone, you find several 5D chess matches going on at the same time. Time to prove your smarts to this whole con. You play 5 matches at the same time. Standing ovation for the worm. All hail the worm. All hail the worm. Worm, worm, worm. You make fast decisions, going from chess table to chess table. Everyone is impressed. Until they realize you lost all chess matches in just a few moves. Well, you may have gained 0 smarts, but you surely gained +2 fun. I'm gonna need to drink some warm tea after this stream. You, Zoe, Omen, and Doug team up for an epic game of Flutterball, the legendary fantasy sport from the Alice Summerwind series. Doug is trying to explain the rules to Omen. So, in the novels, the player passed the Flutterball with their mind powers. Whoever succeeds at 20 consecutive mind passes wins. Excellent! I will finally have a chance to witness Zoe tearing an immortal's mind to shreds with her eldritch powers. That wouldn't be fair. Not everyone has mind powers, so instead we use our hands and make a whoosh sound. Oh, serves me right for having expectations. Hey nerds, ready to get your asses kicked? Your turn to see the opposite team. 4 dudes. The worm, the worm, the worm is here. All hail the worm, all hail the worm. Everyone likes the worm, everyone applauds the worm. Worm. Huh? You're sleepy. Did you have a good nap? No. He doesn't know if he had a good nap. Ray says hi. 4 dudes who look like they just got out of a frat house. Napping this late is dangerous. It is. I never... Yes, it's 7. It's 7 p.m. and you're napping. You're not gonna sleep tonight. Shh, am I too loud for your after nap room? My judgmental judge. You're so cute. Oh, you're such a cutie. Oh. Love. Wow. Don't yawn, I'm already yawning. Hello. You're not allowed to yawn, you just had a nap. Frat house.
Yellow.
Hi guys, good to meet some fellow Alice Summerwind fans. Alice who? We don't speak nerd, you nerds. Wait, aren't you here to play Flutterball? Duh. And me, Tyler, Dylan, and other Tyler here are gonna kick your fucking ass and do a keg stand to celebrate. Alright guys, just remember to do the whoosh sound and we'll probably be fine. The match begins and you're immediately not fine. As promised, you get your asses kicked by Tyler, Dylan, other Tyler, and the other guy, whose name is probably Cody. Awesome, says probably Cody. I knew playing stupid nerd sports will help us keep our sports scholarships. Upsilon Psi represent! Guys, what are we going to do? I keep saying whoosh, but my mind passes are weak for some reason. They might be slightly stronger, but we've got a weapon they don't have. My knife? No, Omen, our knowledge of the franchise. God damn it, Zoe, why do you never choose violence? I bet there's some flutterable rule that can give us an edge over them, no matter how strong they are. Sorry, any ideas? Add a dog to your team. Little do they know, it says nowhere in the novels that a dog cannot play the sport. Shoot them in their knees and tell them it's a rule. It's not, but since they haven't read the novels, they don't know. My funness. My funness tells me one. Omen will want the second plan. She wants violence. Yes. I also kinda want the second one. I kinda want the second one. Okay, I do want the second one. Thank you! Omen pulls out a gun, immediately shoots Dylan in the knees. Ah, my knees! I need them for the hacky sack! Sorry, but the books clearly state that if a team has no points by the second half, they can shoot the other team in the knees. Ah, yes, it's your turn, Tyler. That can't be right. There's no way your nerdy books have cool stuff like gun violence. You're free to check if you like. Very funny, Three Eyes. And how exactly would we do that? By reading? Yes? Oh, hold on. Tyler, Dylan, other Tyler, and probably Cody huddle up and whisper. We've decided we're gonna read the books. Time out? Suit yourselves. The rule is somewhere in the 5th book on the saga, but you need to read the first 4 for context. Alright, we've decided we'd rather get shot in the knees.
This is
I
the most
love
glorious day
Flutterball.
of my life.
Omen shoots everyone in the knees. You make a great comeback. It turns out not being super athletic is bad, but not as bad as being shot in the knees.
I'm good at
We
sports.
won! I can finally say I'm good at sports. Bros, we lost the match and our sports scholarship, probably Cody says. But they had to read 9 novels, so who's the real loser? You are! Omen's right, and she shoots Cody again. You gain +2 boldness for your daring strategies, but you lose -2 fun. Yeah, I see. Yes, good links posting. I see. Who will be your conla? Let's try. I hope we can take Omen there, my lady. My evil overlord. My evil overlord, please come to me to the con after party. Let's check your comic, my comic! Ah, it's time to see how the comic has turned out. Okay, what was the goal we agreed on for these days' work? The cover, the overall plot, and the one full finished page. Do you remember how you solved each one of your exercises? It's key to how the muse will give shape to the fruits of your labor. Which is Liam's pedantic way of saying that now when we'll see how the options you chose will affect the comic you're about to see. Sue me for wanting to imbue poetry in our day-to-day. I may sue you later, Liam. For now, I want to take a peek at this comic. Finally, the art gang gathers round to put all the pieces of your greatest masterpiece together. Time to see the fruits of your labor. Everyone wants to kiss me on the mouth is said to be the next harem sensation. Jacqueline is a humble country girl who moved to the big city in search of revenge. Little does she know, what she'll find is love. Due to fate and the precocious state of economy, she'll end up sharing an apartment with several smoking hot roommates. This is amazing. This is amazing. The roommates all have one thing in common. None of them can resist Jacqueline's inexplicable ability to transform into a tiger. There's the buff, ever horny Morty, quiet, handsome Mimimi, seductive, breathtaking Milo, and many more. If this wasn't enough, Jacqueline will also struggle to get used to urban life's most puzzling aspect, the knowledge that any person could be controlled by a rat under their hat. Oh my god. I love this game. Beautiful Glitch has outdone themselves. They do this every time. Poor Jacqueline. So many chances and so many suitors, but she can't decide who to reciprocate for one big reason. She wants to fuck them all. Only one thing is clear. There'll be lots of kissing on the mouth. Oh my god. Oh my god. I love it. Oh! Mila, you're back. I thought you were still mad at me after I misused internet slang. Jack, I could never be mad at you. Actually, there's something I've always wanted to tell you. Milo, you bastard! I heard you from the shower. We swore none of us would kiss Jacqueline on the mouth until we passed our kissing final exam. Well, I realized maybe Jacqueline should have some say in that, and also, fuck you. Hey guys, what's happening out here? This is so good. This is so good. To be continued. This is so good. I love it. It's finally it's so goofy. You finally gather your courage and you asked your beloved to go to the con after party with you. You're asking me on a date? Just like that? How times have changed. Previously, my suitors would have groveled at my feet just to feel my hand wrapped around their throat. Hot? I mean, I could be persuaded to do that if you want. Later, perhaps. For now, let us party. Yes! Did we do it?
I feel a strong urge.
The after party was glorious. How to win a con? We won. We won at the con. We did it. Yes. Omen arrived in their finest armor, wielding their finest flail, and announced that they were here to conquer the festivities. You could have tried to stop them, but what can you say? You're a sucker for a beautiful person who can kick your ass. The cops aren't though, and you were both arrested for the bloodbath you two caused on the dance floor. At least you and Omen got to spend the night in jail together. Who knew fucking in a holding cell could be so hot? Aspiring artist, you made your first comic. Okay, 20, outcome 16. No secret new endings, but 20 new events. We did it! Before we knew it, the con has ended. It was just 4 days, but we could swear it felt like an entire lifetime. All sorts of misadventures took place, entire friendships blossomed, and we ourselves changed as people. The idea of going back to our day-to-day lives made us feel a bit disappointed. Promises were made of not growing apart, of meeting again soon. Still, we would lie if we said it didn't feel a bit sad to leave all that behind. But as each of us went our own way, we realized that wherever we went, these people would be there with us. And with that came a truth that to this day we hold close to our hearts. That no matter where we are, we belong. It's a thought that still gives us warmth, that makes us feel, once again, young and unafraid. And it reminds us that even as years go by, we will always be ready to start.
When you stream, you would not believe what you have to deal with. So many companies treat you like you're robbing like a thief. You don't have to fear.
streaming safe
It
music.
won't happen with me. We were meant to trust each other. His music's awesome. Make sure to call me if you need the good song. This is the moment where I remind you to leave a good review. I bid you all welcome to the streamer version of Monster Gun's credit song. Technically this time I made the other credit song, so you can really stream that one.
Thank you.
But we couldn't pass the chance to include this thank you. And I'm charging for both songs, so who am I to say no? Don't be shy, subscribe and like. 'Cause when you stream, you would not believe what you have to deal with. So many companies treat you like you're robbing like a thief. But you don't have to fear, it won't happen with me. We were meant to trust each other. Tell me what to do. His music's awesome. Make sure to call me if you need the good song. This is the moment where I remind you to leave a good review. Thanks for playing! Leave us a good review!
Thanks for playing. Yes. You unlocked a new plotline for the comic book, I think. You can now call Sawyer. Yes, I do like them. You unlocked new outfit for Omen. You unlocked a new comic genre. You unlocked a new comic genre. Yes! Get the DLC's playable characters. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do some more. I'll get some more playable characters. Because I can tell you that that's not the last time we're streaming. We're playing this game, but that's what happened with my makeup. That's gonna be it for today, because it's only been 2 hours, but my voice is not doing good. Maybe I shouldn't have made all of the characters have such low voices or high voices. I don't know. Either one, that still hurts my voice, my throat. But yes, I am going to go and drink some tea with honey, so I can still talk tomorrow. And hopefully I'll be able to stream tomorrow again. I don't know if I'll stream on Sunday though. Maybe I can stream like earlier, because Sunday evening I'm busy. But hopefully some streaming tomorrow. And Cheeky is here. Just in time. Cheeky is here, yes. Okay. Let me show your beautiful face. Let me show your beautiful face to the camera. Yes, yes, I love you. Yes, I love you. Come here. Come here. Ah. Baby. It's okay, I'll feed you. I'll feed you right now. I'll feed you. You're my little baby. It's my baby. And I love you. a snack, yes, and you don't like sitting in someone's arms. He doesn't like it. But I like you, and I thank you for being on today's stream. I enjoyed it a lot, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, because it was so fun. It was so much fun. I can't wait to play more Monster Con, hopefully tomorrow, but yes, soon. We will probably be back to our regularly scheduled Assassin's Creed. I'm not done with that game. I'm sorry, Ray. You're not gonna be allowed to come to the stream because of the spoilers, but yes, I'm still not done with that game, but for now, maybe some MonsterCon. But thank you for watching. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Surely it must be done at some point. I am going with the game very slowly. Thank you for being here. Bye.